It's a hot Barbie summer.
And we thank you guys for supporting the song. We love y'all.
We're number one!
For everything.
We're number one!
Yes. And we
The Barbs have been working overtime this past weekend with all the drama that's been going on lately. And if you didn't know, Megan Thee Stallion released her new single, Hiss, and it's got the media going crazy. She takes digs at multiple people who had dissed her throughout the years, especially after the Tory Lanez incident. Megan shaded Drake, her ex-party, Tory Lanez supporters, and most famously, Nicki Minaj. So in her song, she writes one bar that stuck out to many people and was the famous line that struck Nicki's nerve. She writes, "These hoes don't be mad at Megan, these hoes mad at Megan's Law."
I'm gagging right now, I'm gagging.
Megan's Law was great wordplay, I will admit. And for those of you who don't know, Megan's Law is a federal law that requires all registered offenders to make their information public for the safety of those around them. And although names were not dropped, Nicki took that bar as a diss to her and her husband, who is a registered SO. Some people also pointed out that Nicki constantly surrounds herself around very questionable men and brought up the fact that her brother is also in prison for life for the same crime. And ever since the song was dropped, Nicki was going on a tirade on social media directed towards Megan for hours.
Fragment foot, bullet fragment foot, bullet fragment, your bullet fragment. Now listen here. Get up on your good foot. I said get up on your good foot, not your bad foot. My fans called it piss. Yo, y'all mad because y'all don't have somebody that loves you and stand 10 toes down behind you. So you bringing up 30-year-old tea from when this man was a 15-year-old child. You bringing up 30-year-old tea because no man has ever and will ever love you. And lying on your dead mother, on your dead mama, on your dead, you know, lied on a dead mama, lied on a dead mama, lied on a dead mama.
Wait! What is the tea? The girls are fighting! No!
Now, this isn't the first time Nicki has beefed with another female rapper. She is pretty notorious for having feuds with other rap girls, hence her most famous and active feud with Cardi B and her past feud with Lil Kim. So many people were confused why she and Megan had a fallout, since they seemed to be good friends or at least cordial business partners when they had collaborated on Megan's Hot Girl Summer song in 2019. Well, many people assumed that Megan and Nicki had an unspoken fallout after Megan collaborated with Cardi B, who is Nicki's op, and their song WAP did really well. So after Nicki and Megan unfollowed each other, fans had speculated that there was a rivalry or a fallout and mostly correlated that beef to Cardi and Megan's collab. Both artists were taking digs at each other in their songs throughout the years, just subtle shade that fueled the rumors that the two were not on good terms. And I do love me an entertaining rap battle where the artists respond to each other's shade through their music. I think it's the best, most creative way to express your side and also get people to tune in. So I'm all here for it. But if we are breaking down all the things that Nicki has said and done on the internet lately, people are not having it.
Are you not ashamed of yourself? Are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing.
A lot of her fans, even Barb's pages, were disappointed in her behavior because it was very seemingly out of character for Nicki. She spent the last 24 hours on social media liking shady tweets from her fans, interacting with distasteful comments, and most disrespectfully speaking about Megan's mother, who passed away a couple years back. She also wrote an entire essay on Twitter about her own accolades in APA format and citation. And Nicki was bringing up shady comments about Megan's foot, poking fun at the incident that occurred between Tory Lanez and Megan, where he pled guilty for shooting at her foot. And she also apparently linked up with Kelsey Nicole, who was Megan's former best friend and the other party during the shooting incident. And Nicki was airing all of Megan's dirty laundry, claiming that she said multiple things about the people around her, including calling Cardi B a dirty Mexican. She also claims that Megan tried to pressure her into consuming alcohol while Nicki was trying for a baby, and that Megan said that they will go to the clinic to you know what if that happens. And Nicki will be releasing a song called Bigfoot tonight, and this tweet is pulled directly from her Twitter account where she tweets photos of a foot next to a photo of Megan. So many people are disappointed in the Azealia Banks-like behavior coming from Nicki lately. We have had some influencers and celebrities responding to Nicki's tirade. For example, when Nicki was making fun of Megan's Texas accent, she brought up the late rapper Pimp C, who is also from Texas. Now, his wife Shannara Butler was not too happy with this comment. She posted this on Instagram and captioned it, "That hashtag Megan law hit a nerve, I see. Oh, and I heard you, Nicki, that ish wasn't funny or cool." And when someone else responded that it wasn't funny, Shannara continued and said, "I'm gonna address her, A." Rapper and influencer Ruby Rose was also caught in the fire after she was exposed for posting this story on her close friends. Brace yourselves for this post because she really went in on Nicki. Nicki Minaj, evil AF. Only option to marry was a B, evil, pretty in the face, but body botched AF. Evil, spirit AB. Old AF, trying to keep up. Ozempic really saved her big back self. Beefing with these young girls, so lame. B, washed. I'm so sorry, I almost had a stroke trying to read that without cussing. So as you can see, there are many people disappointed in Nicki's behavior, with many people claiming that it is inappropriate for the status and the level that she's at. She's a global superstar that has been established already as one of the greats, yet she continues to act like this. And we want rap beef where the responses are through the music and the art. We don't want the Instagram and Twitter fingers to do all the work. Now, Megan has not responded once towards this tirade. The only thing that she has dropped was that one diss, and Nicki felt hit, so she responded. There were no name drops, but the saying goes, if the shoe fits, or only a hit dog will holler.
You calling me a liar?
Well, if the boot fits.
So since she felt like Megan's law was directed towards her, she decided to respond, and she will be dropping her own song very soon. As a fan of both of their music and also someone who grew up watching and admiring Nicki, it's very disappointing to see that this is what she's up to. This is the most I've seen her pressed for sure. Like even with the other beefs, she usually seems to keep her shade under control and let her barbs do the dirty work. She doesn't really pay anybody dust. But this time, I'm seeing a lot of barbs have a rough time defend her on the internet. And I've said this so many times before with problematic faves. Stan culture can be so toxic and blinding to the point where fans consciously know that their fave is in the wrong, but yet they double down and continue making excuses to defend their fave. It doesn't make you any less of a fan if you want to admit that your fave can be in the wrong sometimes. Nicki needs to step back and reflect a bit just because she is already at an untouchable level when it comes to talent and legacy, yet she still acts like she's intimidated or bitter when these new rap girls come around. She was the most successful female rapper for almost a decade in the 2010s, and I feel like she wasn't that used to sharing the spotlight with other female rappers. But ever since the introduction of the new generation of rap girls, it seems like she feels a bit intimidated since she was crowned the queen of rap for so long. And no one is denying that she's the blueprint or the pink print, whatever you want to call it, for some of these new rap girls. But she doesn't seem to be very embracing of these girls, especially after a fallout with them, or if they decide to do business with someone else that she doesn't like. She has built a legacy over the last decade and more, and is far too talented to throw it all away because she can't control her emotions. I do not condone a lot of the things that she says and does at all, and I do agree that she surrounds herself with questionable people. I just think that she needs to tread very carefully because she will ultimately be the downfall of her own legacy if she keeps up with these little episodes. Nicki does need to keep quiet sometimes and get in the studio and respond through her music instead of a 24-hour tirade on social media. And the saying goes, when will Nicki Minaj realize that she is Nicki Minaj? Overall, I enjoy Megan's new song. I am a fan of both of them, but I am not a delusional fan. That's all I have for today's video. Comment down below your thoughts on the beef, and please keep it cute and respectful if you are a hardcore fan. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.